Warriors and the Kings.
Arguably, actually, maybe not even arguably, going to be the most exciting series. You have the team, the Kings, where highest scoring offense versus the second highest scoring offense. And for me, it's like De'Aaron Fox, he's been hiding in the shadows of Sacramento because they are the other California team, but also just a historically terrible franchise. But here they are now. They have the beam. They're the 30 seed. They got Sabonis. They got Mike Brown coaching the whole thing and a whole bunch of other players. It's like this Kings team is loaded. And then you get the Warriors. And one thing that really stood out to me in this last game was De'Aaron Fox playing defense.
Oh, yeah.
He was all over him.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox was all over them, and then it's not like he was able to cover them, but he was making plays with his hands. He was making smart plays on defense, and then every time they needed an answer, De'Aaron Fox had it. 38 points in this game with his running mate who got 31, Malik Monk. Going back to old Duke teammates, I remember watching this team. Was this the team also with Trey Lyles and Karl Anthony Towns and Devin Booker?
Yes.
Yeah, so my God, that was a loaded team. And then you also have Trey Lyles, who was on that team. And then every time they need a shot, it felt like he hit one. And then Alex Len off the bench, like that energy boost that the Kings needed when Domantas Sabonis didn't have his best game, was playing pretty terribly, could not shoot at all in this game, and then was just an absolute mess and probably will be this whole series. Don't think it's a very good matchup for Domantas Sabonis, especially because he can't shoot. But then you have someone like Alex Len just give you an energy boost. But I do think that this is game one energy. De'Aaron Fox had the best game of his life. Malik Monk had the best game of his life. And they couldn't guard Clay. They couldn't guard Steph. Andrew Wiggins had a wide open three that could have sealed the game for the Warriors. I feel like the Kings hit them with their best punch in this game. And do I think it's going to go 6? Probably. But the Warriors, if they win the next game, they're 13 and 30 on the road this year. So they've been pretty atrocious. You just get one game in Sacramento, and then you're probably going to win both games in Oracle. Really don't see the Kings winning the game there after this one.
No.
And then Jordan Poole, electric. Andrew Wiggins comes back, plays amazing. And then Gary Payton Jr. was coming in here. He made a legitimate impact. So I like the lineup of Draymond with Wiggins, Payton, and Clay and Steph right now. I feel like that's a lineup that's going to be able to help you win the series. And I still do think the Warriors win, but I don't know about the beam.
The beam's awesome.
The beam is pretty electric.
No, it's beautiful. This is the Kings franchise that over the last not 10 years, not 20 years, not 50 years, 60, 70 years of poverty. They've been atrocious. Really, they haven't been good since Oscar Robertson. And they had a period of time in the early 2000s with the Chris Webber era. But like historically, terrible franchise, terrible attendance. All of a sudden, the beam comes in.
Yeah.
Ignites the fan base. Ignites the team. Hasn't made the playoffs since 2006. Hasn't made the playoffs since I was 8 years old.
Yeah.
Hasn't made the playoffs since you were 6 years old. So it's like, dude, this franchise, even if, I think most likely the Warriors are still going to win in 6 like we predicted, but this team has so much potential moving forward.
Oh, for sure. And then if they go out there and they get a legitimate star, maybe Anthony Edwards or some other disgruntled star wants to come there, maybe you can plug in someone like a Luka Doncic with a De'Aaron Fox, and then he can be like Jalen Brunson on steroids. I mean, my God.